Right. Shall we jump into it, guys? So we are here today to react to Vita Carnis. And from what I've got here, I'm guessing I can just like start here because this is the full documentary. So this is just all of this here above in one go. And then we'll just go down from here. We can watch the teaser at the end. But I thought it would be cool to, because I think there's a new episode coming on the 24th, or something's coming on the 24th. And we can check it out. We can check it out when it drops. And I just wanted to be reminded of this world, of this universe. I remember it being really freaking cool. So we're going to just jump straight into this with Living Meat Research Documentary Full Footage by Darian Quilloy. It's been a while. 2 years. 2 years. It's been a while since I hold my head up high. All right, we're just going to jump straight into this, guys. So if you're excited, leave a like rating, guys. Let's shoot up those likes to 150. No, I don't know. Just whatever. Here we go. Let's jump into this. Oh, that skipped ahead. This video talks about and shows imagery of graphic content like gore, flashing lights, violence, death. Viewer discretion is advised. There you go, guys. There's your warning too. If you're not a fan of flashing lights, or you can't. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized viewing of this footage. Any reproduction, okay, blah, blah, blah.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years. Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments.
Yeah.
From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself.
Yeah.
Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself.
That's not good.
That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms?
Yeah.
Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been much debate on what these newcomers are and where they came from.
1931. Why
are they
that year?
Extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity?
Wow, that's quite the...
From what our scientists have
quite a polarity right there, my goodness.
No. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat.
That's what's called living meat.
Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis. The Carnis species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their Carnis relatives. But their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their Carnis relatives. The Carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species, the crawl.
The crawl. So
the crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi. A primary stem structure is the host of divisions of other, smaller branches. In each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings.
Killer, welcome to the members.
The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth. The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces. Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy.
Oh, cool.
Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means.
Which is?
Using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis. The dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth. Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere.
That's a problem right there.
Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance.
Yeah.
One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead.
Oh, that's good then. Okay.
The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well.
They can eat the crawl as
The presence of
well.
all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again.
Oh, wow, okay. So this is a pretty good thing right
This
here.
form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive.
Nice. What about humans, though?
Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage.
Yeah.
Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness in nutrients.
What the hell
it
was
has
that?
been
Was there something there?
Because of the supernatural rate of growth.
No, is there nothing here? Is there something at the top there? Where's that? Oh, radio tower overgrown with cruel.
And its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms. The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality. The crawl may also be used as a food source
So they use it as compost to grow vegetables, basically.
for humans, and reliably so. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
Uh-huh. That's cool. It's just a compost that you can use.
The
Sounds
crawl
pretty
also
cool.
plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism
Oh my
and go to
goodness.
live on as an independent animal.
Okay.
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
The trimmings. These are the cute ones, right? Oh, I remember this. I remember this being like a story of some kind. Wow. Once upon a time. Hang on. Okay, no, that's just...
Trimmings.
Hmm.
Trimmings are small animals that
Oh
resemble
my
skin
god, look at that face, man.
raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head, small eyes, nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs. All
Okay.
individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics. One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length,
20
no larger than a basketball.
Oh, that's cute.
Its life starts with its separation from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume.
Mm-hmm. Just eating everything, eating anything it can.
Though it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet
Scavengers.
consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals.
Okay, so it's mainly like a herbivore, but if it sees a freaking dead animal, it's like, I'll eat that. I'll have that too.
Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a cowardly creature,
Oh.
only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened.
My god.
Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain,
Oh, that's not
making it
good.
easily
Does it get hunted?
overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators.
Oh, wow, okay.
Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Okay, hang on. Mass trimming infestation. Estimated 400 plus trimmings gathered under a large abandoned satellite dish. Okay, so these like, from what I remember, the what was the thing called before this? I forgot what it's called.
Is not the
It grows near like waves, like radio waves and stuff like that, like places like where waves are sent out.
The crawl constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl.
Cruel, there we go, that's what I was trying to say.
Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years. Although they
I would pet the trimming. Would you pet the baby? It does seem pretty cute for a little pet, to be fair. It feels like it might turn sinister on you.
are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests. Due to them digging through trash bins and
Look at them. They look so terrified.
making excessive noise at night. Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as
It just looks always in pain. Look at it.
pets and relatively domesticate them. Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
The meat snake. Ooh. Talk to me about the meat snake, baby. During the a great storm struck. It was so powerful. It swayed the boat. The royal family rolled something and pushed the prince out into. That looks like anal. I'm not gonna lie. Out something into the sea.
The meat snake.
Oh gosh, the meat
The
snake.
meat snake is a worm-like creature made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes.
So these all come from the crawl.
When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length.
Oh wow, look at it.
Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters.
That's crazy.
Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly
Okay, there's some more lore there. Largest meat snake ever discovered. It's right here. Right here, guys. During a sweep of underground settlements made during the war, a massive-sized meat snake was discovered stuck inside an underground something. The beast was measured at a total of 40 meters in length. It is believed that bodies gathered during the blah blah blah, the creature causing it to reach the unbelievable size, cult activity.
surpass this length.
Rightio. Cult activity surrounding a meat snake.
The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism.
Wow.
The meat snake allocates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch
Imagine using your tongue to feel around. Ugh. That gives me like sensory overload right there. Like licking a carpet. Ugh. The thought of licking a carpet makes my whole existence shudder.
Particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby. This process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name.
The meat snake?
Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole.
Like a snake then. Meat snake.
Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin, and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible.
What?
After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the
So it doesn't poop?
meat snake.
It just, whatever it eats becomes bigger. So this whole cult activity thing, that kind of tells me that this cult was feeding people, most likely, to this meat snake. That's crazy. That's
Satisfactory
madness.
parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted. Speaking of skulls,
Excreted how, though? They're like a little butthole? Night Killer, thank you for the $9.99. A meat snake using its tongue to feel around her. Right, behave. Behave, Night Killer.
the meat
All right, thank you for the $10. I appreciate that, man.
snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own.
What?
Each meat snake has its own skull, each corresponding to what that one has consumed. During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed. A meat snake's
It can swap out its own skull. That is crazy.
lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
Damn. I outlived the meat snake, guys.
Meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
How do you do that? You just burn it, basically. You just said burning twice there, basically.
Interestingly, the meat snake is the only member of the Carnis family that is able to reproduce.
Reproduce?
When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms.
Oh my goodness. That's
meat
terrifying.
Snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold.
England, basically.
Their population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available.
Imagine just going to work, guys, right? You're on your bike, on your way to work, and you just ride past one of these things.
Where there is death, there are meat snakes.
Where there is death, there is meat snakes.
Humanity will use them to our advantage. Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease.
Yep.
Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose road.
A waste bin? Where you're just basically feeding carcasses and stuff to your meat snake? Bob, what should I do with this rubbish here? What should I do with that? Should I take it to the trash outside? No, give it to the meat snake. The meat snake will freaking... Then again, if that happened, you'd have to be constantly growing this thing, and it would outgrow the shop.
Kill within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts.
Oh my god, that's so disturbing. War body disposal. What, they don't get shipped back out to their families and buried? They get, sorry, we wanted to bring him back, but the meat snake was hungry.
And within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
Zoos?
They are extremely tame, not caring.
That does not look tame. I'm not going to lie, that does not look tame.
If any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame.
Really?
Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself. It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell.
I can imagine the smell is atrocious.
Our next creature is the mimic.
See, this is where it gets a little bit dodgy for me, guys. Try and pause it. Oh, jeez. Too. After being stranded at sea, the young prince eventually was something to... Injured, the prince stumbled his way into a nearby cave. The prince said used what magic he could to put himself into a healing sleep.
The mimic.
Look at that thing. Look how friendly this thing looks, guys.
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy.
That's just awful.
They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile.
Right. Okay. Yeah, non-threatening at all.
Though it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped.
That's just horrible, man.
The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors, with some canine and premolars in the back. This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole.
My goodness, man. Why do these things exist? Animoya, is that how you say your name? Thank you for the 20 Canadian dollars. I appreciate that. Hey, Baz, this is the first time that I catch up to a stream. Lameo, you are my favorite YouTuber. Your energy and humor is amazing and makes me laugh every time. Wish you the best, Baz. I'm very happy you became as popular. Well, thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Can we get some W's in the chat, guys? For Animoya? Sorry, I apologize. Let's move on to the mimic, guys.
A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Wait, say that again. That completely went over my head. You're going to have to say that one more time.
Is comprised in swallowing chunks whole. A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Right. Flamethrowers, assault rifles, crossbows, just knives. Use them. Use them at all costs. Their diet is literally human meat. They're chewing on our meat, guys. This isn't good. Look at it, stood there menacingly.
Because
you're not eating me, buddy.
Of this, they are found solely around human-populated
Oh, that's so terrifying.
areas. The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl.
Yeah.
They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life.
Which is?
Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning.
That's crazy. It looks like salad fingers. Lemon Cowboard, thank you for the $4.99. Straight up jorking it, and by it, my meat snake. Okay.
Its hunting style changes.
Look at that thing. Mimic locked inside a home after owner escaped. Ooh.
And becomes much more complicated. It now stalks and feeds only on humans.
Okay.
It will locate humans.
What was that? Was there something there? Go back. Why did it do that? It just did.
It will locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target. To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing, mannequins, and furniture.
Mannequins?
Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is typically when the human...
I sleep like that, guys. I levitate above the bed like that. It's pretty relaxing. I highly recommend it.
Human is asleep at night. Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
Bro, imagine waking up in the middle of the night, right? And just right by your bed, like over here, is a 9-foot... How tall are these things? 7 feet tall flesh puppet looking at you with a big ass smile, right? And it just fucking... That's the last thing you see before you die. That thing. Do you know how terrifying that would be? My God, I would shit. I'd ruin its diet, actually. I would shit myself so intensely that it would back off. Oh, Jesus, what have you been eating, mate? Oh, you dirty bastard.
Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal.
Look at him stood there. Stationary mimic found outside of town, presumably digesting last night's meal. It reminds me of there's a film called Arcadian that I watched recently with my housemate. Very good. I highly recommend it. This kind of reminds me of that. Kind of.
Although, in the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure...
My door's on that side. I think I just pooed. I'm not gonna lie. I think something just came out of me. I don't know what that was. Okay, here we go.
Or startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Here we go. That's what I love. I hope there's more of this kind of stuff in the new season. I know that it's been 2 years since this season. It's crazy, actually, but Darian is it Darian? Is that how you say it? Such a talented artist. I'm hoping that they've kind of learned. Found footage, when done right like this, is so good. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Whitesale, thank you for the $9.99. First time being able to catch one of your streams. I hope you're doing well, Baz. I'm doing very well now that you're here, Whitesale. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate the kind donation. W's in the chat, guys. You know how it is. You know how we do this. Oh my God. You're telling me that's a freaking... Ugh. It reminds me of Greylock in a way as well. Like this scene in particular. I'm not sure which one came first. I think this came first. But I just love mimic. There needs to be a lot more. Wow. When it's done right, it's amazing. And I think Greylock and this Vita Carnis does it really well with mimicry. Wasn't this scene like practical effects? Was it really? I'm confused. So that's the hinge. Is it open? Is this door open? Or is it closed? There's no way this is practical. Is it actually practical? I mean, it looks pretty real. No, come on. That looks rendered in. If that's a practical effect, then that is really good. It reminds me of PT, you know, when you get like killed by Lisa or whatever her name is. Hey. How you doing? Dinner's ready. Fuck you. Okay, stop. What was that? Was that something important there? Go back. No, I don't think it was.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into. If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being.
Politicians in a nutshell there, guys.
It now can blend entirely into...
Hey, we just hit 200 views, guys. Over 200 views. I think that's the most in my stream so far. Like, total. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here, guys.
Civilization and lure other humans more
Sure to like the video, guys. Show support.
The
if you
second
wish.
type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in
Elder mimic.
length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes. This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin.
Yeah, it literally is the puppet from FNAF 2. You're right. Twisted.
The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its
Oh gosh!
mouth a toothless grin. It
Toothless grin.
uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment.
Ugh.
Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet.
Chris Hansen comes in. Hey, Mimic, why don't you take a seat right there? Why don't you take a seat right there, Mimic?
Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released
Thank you for the £5. Once done with Vita Carlisle. Any chance you can react to Mandela Catalogue or Smile Tapes? I have reacted to Mandela Catalogue and Smile Tapes. They're both on my channel. I wouldn't mind rewatching Smile Tapes or Mandela Catalogue, though. Mandela Catalogue is a very confusing one, for sure. But maybe I can go back and watch that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, thank you for the £5, man. I appreciate
on
it.
how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings. 2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities. 3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs
like it's a bear
from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. If you have a weapon, do not use it. A mimic is...
Hell no, get me a flamethrower.
fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time.
Really?
Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks.
Okay.
6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey and will move on.
Okay, got it.
Be safe and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to go out my way and look for these things. Guaranteed in this world, right, there's YouTubers that go out there urban exploring. Today, guys, we're going out and we're going to find a mimic. Here we go, guys. Oh, we found one just here. And, like, they're just there poking it with sticks and stuff. Then you hear on the news, like, 3 teenagers have died. They got mauled to death by a mimic. They were poking it in its ass. People are stupid. Soulful Gaming. Thank you for the $1.99. Baz, there's some new Batman VHS coming out soon. You know what? I need to touch up on my Batman knowledge. I got told off so much for not knowing a lot about that. And yeah, there's a lot in the DC universe that I don't know about. But it's exciting to see that there's more, for sure, by Oblivion, right? Formerly known as Siltrix.
Next up, the Harvester.
Oh, I remember this one. So on my I've got a podcast on the channel. Not like I don't, you know what I mean. There's a podcast link, and it says podcast analog horror for relaxing and sleeping. You click on it, right? And I remember one time it skipped to this bit, I think it was, or it might be a new video of just a person screaming. Thinking, who was sleeping to this? I don't know why I named it that. Yeah.
The Harvester.
It's a big egg.
The Harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter.
Damn.
The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter.
That's crazy.
Horizontally. The Harvester is a specialized
How is this man alive?
form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester. Instead of separating.
Hang on.
A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester. Instead of separating, continues to grow.
Oh.
Eventually,
Dropping
it will
off.
grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground.
Ugh. I missed a page. Where?
A harvester is a specialized form of crawl. The harvester is 50 meters.
Where's this page?
The bulb measures the large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures on the. The harvester is a special node that will grow into a harvester. Instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils.
Is it back here?
A harvester is created
Where
when a
is
node
it?
that will grow into a harvester. Instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground.
At the start.
The Harvester.
Oh, here, okay. But the prince's sleep was long. He slept for what seemed like forever. As he slept, the land around him changed and grew. It was unrecognizable from when the prince first arrived. But the sleep arrived. I don't know why I said arised. But the sleep still needed time to heal the prince, much more time. But it kept the prince safe while he rested, guarding him from the elements as the land changed. Okay, interesting.
The Harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky.
Sleep paralysis gremlin, member for 1 month. Imagine waking up one morning and you see a meat tree, meat roots with living organisms just growing out of your yard. Yeah, that would be a gardener's worst dream right there. I'd be very annoyed with that, for sure.
And flat. They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis.
Oh my god.
The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting.
So you're just left to bleed out, basically. It paralyzes you, then just completely sucks out all of your blood.
Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis.
Oh, that's horrible, but they're still aware.
And the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can...
At this point, I'm hoping I bleed out before I, like, die. What? I'm hoping I bleed out before it does whatever it does to me. Whoa, Sleep Paralysis Gremlin. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. That's super kind of you. That's another person, guys, who just won't stop gifting to me. I'm going to have a restraining order on these people. No, I'm joking. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. And Night Killer with the $20. Man, that podcast is all I listen to during work as a mechanic. Can't tell you how many times I've listened to Smile Tapes, Muse ARG, and Greylock. Thank you very much. Man, I loved all of those. Well, I love all of those. Smile Tape, Muse ARG, Greylock. Muse ARG was completely different for me. It was something completely new, and I really enjoyed that. I think it was really good. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Thank you, Sleep Paralysis. That is Gremlin, right? Yeah. Okay, I can't. Your name's covered. And Night Killer. Thank you, guys. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. No, we're not going to do that. Here we go.
Lie patiently until succumbing to blood loss.
He succumbed. Okay, so they do die of blood loss. That's pretty cool then. That's pretty I was gonna say humane, but it's not really humane. But you're gonna die out pretty fast if the clotting doesn't start.
Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine, equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground.
That's crazy.
I
mean, you're basically adding to some kind of... You're being recycled at this point. Vegans would love... Not vegans, but, like... environmentalists would love this.
Secure.
This is what those stop oil people want to happen to them.
The tendrils will continue to...
Random ass, pretty unrelated question. Has Baz ever done voice acting? I swear what I just said was something I heard elsewhere. Same voice and all. What did I just say? I don't think I've ever done... No, not that I know of. Unless someone stole my voice. I haven't done any voiceover work.
To feed until there is nothing but scraps. The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals. A strange
Man, that's crazy.
behavior the harvester displays is its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by.
Oh, I was about to say something to you, Addictive, then. They only prey on larger animals.
Unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return,
True.
making it not worth the time. Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing.
That's pretty cool. So, like, this harvester is like a rabbit's best friend, basically.
Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests. If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% positive.
Right. Well, that's good. A nice bit of like optimism there. What's this? Family attacked by harvester hitchhiking. Authorities refuse to handle the harvester. Something may put up warning.
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
You know, a gambling man would take those odds, though. 100% death rate. I like those odds.
If you are hiking,
Thank you.
take
That's
note of any
Zolo
warnings
for
or
that
signs
joke.
saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks.
Okay.
If you
Oh, because they can't get underneath the rocks because of the roots. That's interesting.
find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester
Imagine that, guys, though. You realize too late that you've walked into a harvester. And it's like, at that point, you know. And it's like, in your mind, you're like, fuck, I could die right now. That must be such a terrifying thought right
is
there.
rather forgiving. Do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb.
Wide
If
shuffles.
possible,
Like that breakdancer in the Paris Olympics.
throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal.
Brilliant. Got it.
Next up hit
That's only the fourth one, guys.
the host.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, how do I read that? I'm not reading that, guys. There's no way.
The host of influence. The host of influence,
He's got that gamer posture.
more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics. The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place.
Okay.
Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement. The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding. On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs.
Okay, brilliant. What was that? What is that?
Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America.
Oh, good luck, North America.
Obtaining info about the host is
America would somehow find a way to make that patriotic. Like, yeah, best country in the world. The host knows
a very
what's up.
risky and daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one.
Oh my god.
The spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism
It's fats, basically.
inhales the spores, The particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them. An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away.
It's monkeypox, guys. This is the start of it.
But a couple hours after infection, the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't it like want to walk towards like a harvester or a host or something, and it gets consumed?
The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination.
Oof.
Then more serious symptoms appear over time.
So it's kind of like rabies in a way.
These
As in, like, it just takes complete control over you.
include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you
Trembles.
or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services. After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs. The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps.
They're like simps to the host. They're simping. They're subscribing to the host's OnlyFans. They just gave everything to them. And then they just walk off to the next one.
However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal. If a host is unable to find
It became a tier 4 sub.
prey,
Please, have me, Khaleesi. I don't know why I do Jorah Mormont when I think of simps. I think Jorah Mormont's a simp from Game of Thrones. He definitely is, let's be honest.
or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new
Just unroot itself. It just goes, all right, yep, see you later. It just grows legs and walks away.
location.
That's crazy.
Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs.
Oh, for sure.
Next, the monoliths.
The monoliths. These guys are like 200 feet tall, aren't they? Oh, what was that? Let's go back. Here we go. Why can't they all be like this? The other one was tragic. Although one day... Hang on, should we do this in like a... Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Although one day the critters found the cave while searching for food, they found the prince in trance in his healing sleep. The critters were so awestruck and enchanted by the prince's magic.
The
Let's go.
monoliths. The monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972, in the area of...
Not in the area of fuck. I live
There
there.
are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position,
Okay.
1.5 kilometers in diameter.
Oh, wow.
This ring of monoliths surrounds...
Bro, come on now.
The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso. The creature itself is made of hundreds...
It looks like one of those like fashion models down a catwalk. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it. Like the high legs, like really long legs. They look like they should be walking down a catwalk. Gods, that's tall. Robert
Hundreds
Baratheon.
of thousands of meaty
That's it.
strands.
Give me
tightly
my
woven together
hammer.
To form the structure. These strands
I need to start making Game of Thrones jokes. S, thank you. Welcome to Internet Dweller. Welcome to Internet Dweller. Why does it say that? That's crazy. Thank you, man. I appreciate you becoming a member.
end at the neck, fusing into
All right, let me go back. Let me go back.
120 meters in height. Each
120 meters.
monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground. The
How-
legs connect to a torso.
Yeah.
The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands, tightly woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing.
I know a couple of people like that.
The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in...
Can you stop swearing, please?
During this period,
He just, like, for some reason just starts rattling off cuss words and, like, freaking slurs. I'm sorry about that.
they were
I don't know what overcame me.
extremely aggressive. When the group of
S, thank you. I'm actually Rays, who watches you on Twitch. Oh, welcome, Rays.
were making their
Bro,
way...
stop! Listen to this.
During this period, they were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the city, the monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely
Shit.
wiping them out.
Are they in Teletubby land? What's this? Oh, it looks like the Windows XP background. Whoa, Sleep Paralysis Gremlin, thank you for another 10 gifted memberships. That's crazy. I don't know what to say, but thank you very much. You're very kind. Very, very kind. I appreciate you. Thank you. I guess to a point where I don't know what to say. But thank you. I appreciate it. W's in the chat, guys.
When military vehicles were dispatched, once they got close enough top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity. Finally, long distance
EMP blast. Jeez.
rockets were fired and struck the creature.
The monoliths are somewhere in Canada.
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed.
Wow.
Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all.
Oh, I can imagine why.
Ever since, the monolith stands silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings.
I wonder if
And
that will be answered as to why they're doing that.
Finally, the last creature on this list is...
Okay, hang on. I can't read this. Maybe there's a thing. Hang on a sec. Let me go to the comments. Here we go. So what bit are we at? 3054. Here we go.
The critters argued amongst themselves.
Who is this creature? Why are they here? Are they dangerous?
A thought was brought up. What if this creature could use its magic to help them? It may grow food or heal sickness. They continued to argue about the prince and his magic. In the end, the majority of the creatures agreed that the prince was dangerous and should not be meddled with.
Ooh, baby.
The singularity is an orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous colors within its core. The singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety of reading that have been documented coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals released by the singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost all info about the singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about the singularity being held by...
marvelous and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration
National
and discovery
Living
of the
Meat
lives of
Research.
these living.
Imagine someone asks you what you do, right? Like, oh, what do you do? I'm a scientist at Living Meat Research. I research meat. Juno, thank you for the $2. Keep up the good work, Baz. Well, you keep being beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support. So V's. Why are there all these V's? Type V in the chat for Baz to become a voice actor. You know, I'd love to do voice acting, but I don't really know what to do or where to start. I don't really have what do they call them? Portfolio of like voices. I don't know. But there we go. That was the full footage, and I remember why I love this series, because the world building of this, or the world, you know, just the universe that this is saying is so creative. I love it so much, and it just inspires that amount of awe in you where you're like, well, what's this? What's that about then? What's this? And it kind of keeps you hooked, like, I want to learn more about that. And it slowly gets drip fed to you in a good way. There's some slowly drip fed stuff, analog horrors, where you're like, oh my God, okay, we get it. Other times it like pulls you in immediately and goes, all right, we're not going to tell you all about that just yet. It does it in such a unique way. And that is good storytelling right there. When it kind of pulls you in to the world, says this is the world, but we're gonna take you on a journey here, and obviously it makes you kind of read for yourself. Here we go. Okay, the 4th page of the storybook. Okay, let's move on to the next video, guys. So the next video is called Vita Carnis Cook at Home Kitchen. Cooking with Cruel. Cheese Cruel Penne Cook Along. Here we go.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
Baby.
What the hell?
Let this feeling in.
Have any information of the whereabouts of...
Whoa, who's that?
Have any
1968, Vincent Barrera. Wanted by the CSIS. Interprovincial travel. Production of sensitive material. Okay. Or could it be that he's the one that just like released that documentary maybe to the public? Okay, they're Canadian, so they're from where the monoliths were from. If you have any information concerning the person, please contact your local CSIS office. Telephone numbers and addresses of all CSIS listed on the back.
information of the whereabouts of...
Okay. S, thank you for the £2. I appreciate that.
We may be making a dish that has recently gained a fair...
That looks awful. I'm not going to lie, guys. Like, you know, it probably absolutely, like, slaps, let's be honest. But the color grading, there's a way that you're meant to film food to make it look better, to make it look tasty. But that just looks like someone's, like, shat in a dish and then added cheese on top.
amount of popularity.
It looks so
Today's dish
bland.
will be
Gordon
a
Ramsay
cheese
would be rolling in his grave.
crawl.
He's not even dead, Ryan.
penne. To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need. 3 cups of penne pasta. Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh crawl.
Oh, they're cooking with the crew.
Try to get a variety of sizes when you buy yours, or when you harvest them yourself.
Hang on, that means if you're growing your own cruel, that means you could potentially grow a mimic.
1 cup of cheese. Half a cup of green onion.
Green onion?
1 teaspoon of salt. 2 tablespoons of Cajun spice. 2 tablespoons of parsley. 1 tablespoon of dill. 1 tablespoon of garlic.
Wow.
A pinch of pepper. And finally,
That's more
the
than a
most
pinch.
crucial ingredient. Nutrier Company's newly released flavor enhancer.
To bring out the richness of flavor within each and every meal.
To bring out the richness of flavors within each and every meal. First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water. Add a pinch of salt, which is used to help the pot come to a boil faster and help flavor the pasta.
Is that true? Salt
Then,
helps.
set aside to boil. Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough mince.
Ugh. Bro, this feels like I'm watching a dissection. Bro, get a sharper knife. What the fuck? This isn't a professional chef right here. What is... Ninja with the $5. I have to head out, but it was good to see you. And sorry again for my long response to your last video. Hey, man, I appreciated that. I read it through. I responded as well. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, thank you for the gifted memberships, Ninja. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.
Crawl is soft on the outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness. Then, gather the meat and set aside.
Oh, this isn't... Bro, you didn't even chop up that bit. You've got like a stalk in there.
Mince the green onion into rough segments.
On the same plate?
Take this mince and set aside as well. Next, grab your skillet and preheat with along some oil. Take your minced crawl and spread it evenly across the skillet.
No, just there's like a stick in there basically.
Stir occasionally until crisp and brown. As your water reaches a boil, add your penne and stir occasionally.
What's in the middle there?
Cook until soft. At this time, your crawl will be brown and crisp. Add your minced green onion and then the spices.
I mean, that doesn't look too bad. That just looks like minced meat at this point, right?
Mix well. Once your pasta is finished cooking, strain it.
Why is this guy wearing like what gloves are these? They're like house cleaning gloves.
Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish. Then add the crawl topping.
He had a gas mask.
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the still warm crawl for it to melt. At this point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer, but allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, or else the enhancer will not work.
Okay. The enhancer doesn't work above a certain temperature. Select QWERTY.
And now you may serve and enjoy.
That looks fucking awful. I'm not gonna put some sauce over it or something. Like, I don't know, tomato sauce or something. I know they say the flavor enhancer is meant to make it be good, but obviously that's not good. There's definitely something up with that. Did you put the phone in the microwave? Phew. Who are they? Who are you? What is this? Who are they? What's that? Oh, something there, look. Oh, it's more of the story.
Although the other critters ignored the rest of their fellow kind, instead, they secretly visited the slumbering visitor. They snuck what little food they had and carefully fed it to the prince, greatly hastening their recovery.
Now, this looks kind of similar to the, what's it? What was it called? The roots or whatever they're called. I can't believe I forgot the name already. That's crazy. It's right here, actually, isn't it? Hang on.
Cups of amount of popularity.
We make
Popularity. Today's dish will be a cheesy crawl penne.
Cruel. Okay, it's called a cruel. Yeah, it looks like part of the cruel.
Funny you should say that, actually.
That's a reference and a half. You're a real fan right there. All right. There we go. Yeah, look. The most horrifying part of this is that you cut vegetables on the same cutting board and with the same knife used to handle raw meat. Like, that is... The person who was showing this off definitely isn't a chef. At all. They wouldn't be doing that. Here we go. We got a guide here. The next video is called Guide to Owning a Pet Trimming. And you know what? This interests me because trimmings do look pretty cute. Here we go. Let's jump into it.
For companionship. They form bonds and grow relationships with these animals, even to the point of them being considered a part of the family.
Yeah.
Most people get dogs or cats.
Look at the chunky boy. Look at the ears on that thing. Dobby.
But maybe you want something more interesting. Then you may want to get yourself a trimming. These lumps of meat have grown a reputation to be a loving companion for many people in
I love the use of practical effects. I
the
like
recent
that.
months. Although most people may not know the proper ways to care for them. Today, we will be showing you how you can care for your pet trimming.
Bro, what? Just...
Taking care of a trimming is
Looks just like me when I get any form of positive attention.
fairly easy, but this is no reason to slack off. They are living things and do require maintenance. The first thing to keep in mind when keeping a trimming is the temperature of your home.
What does it
While
need to be?
trimmings are resilient to both high and low conditions,
Yeah.
you want to keep your base temperature near room temp,
Yeah, that's good then.
maybe
Okay.
slightly cooler.
Yeah.
That being said, trimmings prefer warmer areas to nest.
Really? I'd think that you'd want a cooler environment to sleep in. I hate sleeping in the heat. It's disgusting.
A simple setup you may use is a box with some blankets on the inside. Make sure there is enough for your trimming to cover itself. And now you have a comfy
Yeah,
bed
look
for
at
your
the
buddy.
bastard man. He loves it.
Next, you want to give your trimming the best diet possible. Trimmings are not picky eaters and will eat anything you give them. To keep your
Wow, okay, that's cool. Mate, who needs to recycle when you've got a pet trimming?
trimming healthy and strong, a diet of dry cat or dog food that is high in protein,
Yeah, look
provided
at it
2 times a
go.
day, is best.
2 times a day? That's not
As
bad.
a treat, you may give your trimming any scraps of your food. Things like apple cores, banana peels, or eggshells are a perfect snack.
That's amazing.
A thing to remember is trimmings are nocturnal and make plenty of noise.
That might be a deal breaker. I'm not gonna lie. That might be a deal breaker right there.
To prevent you from having sleepless nights, try to give your trimmings first meal in the late morning or afternoon. This helps them be active during these times instead.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing to consider if you want a pet trimming is where they will be living. Your home should have enough space for your trimming to roam around, as well as access to the outdoors, like a backyard. If not, be sure to take your trimmings on regular walks. This gives your trimming the exercise they need, as well as
Meeting
allowing
other
them
trimmings.
to meet other trimmings.
Oh my god, they're like little dogs.
Trimmings are a social creature and need to interact with others of their kind,
Aw.
like how they do in the wild.
Opposite of cats then. Cats just hate other...
When
well,
it comes
not necessarily, but...
to entertainment, trimmings are not the most active and aren't the best at fetch or tug of war. But here are other ways to keep your trimming entertained. Some toys that trimmings like are little items they can push, around, pull, or carry. Trimmings also enjoy things that you enjoy as well, like watching the television or listening to the radio.
There's definitely something up with these radio waves and television waves. Like, what is that?
They love seeing and listening to all the funny things coming from the devices.
I don't know about that. What they love... White noise. I love a bit of white noise.
After a long day, your trimming might be dirty and need a wash. To clean them, start your bath with a gentle warm water, mixed with a bit of hand or body wash.
I need to wash my cats. They're dirty.
Gently scrub the trimming's feet, armpits, belly, and neck fold. Remember to be careful around their face and avoid getting soap in their eyes, nose, and
Look
mouth.
at the bastard.
Gently pat dry with a towel when done. Now your buddy is all clean. And lastly, as said before, trimmings are social creatures, so be sure to give them plenty of affection.
Would you guys get a trimming?
They love receiving pats, scratches, and pets. They also love to
He got his teeth from Turkey,
sit with
guys.
you and cuddle.
Got veneers.
Since they communicate with each other in the wild, it is
Gonna get his hairline fixed soon.
best to replicate this behavior with them as well. Simply talking to them is plenty enough. You can talk about your day, if anything interesting happened at work, if you are working on any new recipes, or talk about the weather.
Talk about the weather.
Trimmings are
Or just hold a phone to its face.
very good listeners and love to be involved.
Yeah, buddy mine.
With all of these in mind, you are now well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family. Do things right, and you will have a companion for a long while.
Damn. 8 to 12 years. Writing stuff down. Someone's writing stuff down. Quick, write that down. Write that down. Hang on, what's that?
One day, the prince awoke suddenly. Thanks to the critter's assistance, the healing process had finished very quickly. The prince had fully recovered, and was now fully awake and aware of their surroundings. Surprised by the sudden awakening, the critters...
Rightio. Okay. What is it? The merch on Redbubble. More to come. And there certainly is, because the next one is the meat snake specimen archived footage. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? I mean, the common consensus is that, well, I don't know, there's a lot of yeses and nos for having that as a pet. Baz is transforming into an Austrian bodybuilder. No, I can't do it. No. So yeah, meat snake. Let's move on to meat. Would you guys have a meat snake as a pet? They would be right at home in Kalid. I think that's where they're from, Scubinator. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate that, man. What's that 10 next to your name? Or is that like a 10th super chat? Oh, it is. It's a 10th super chat. Okay, Addictive. Listen, we were being crude. We were being like very subtle about that joke. And you just straight up just went right in there, didn't you? They don't call your penis a meat snake. They call it a meat maggot. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. Well, I don't know. Listen, yeah, I am joking. What? Yeah, just shut up. You know it's all love, mate. Okay, so this is the tape being put in. Just so you know, guys, Addictive is actually working on a mod pack in Minecraft for me. I was thinking of, for a stream one day, we do Minecraft horror. I think that would be interesting to do, like a horror pack. And then we just stream that for a little bit. Hello, Charlotte. Hope you and the kitty cats are safe and well. Yeah, apparently there was like a big storm thing today. I don't think there was much over here, though. So I think they're okay. I think they're downstairs. The unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or viewing of the following footage is strictly prohibited. Infringement of these instructions leads to severe penalties enforced by federal law. Discard this tape immediately. Now, please.
In the year of 1945, with the war finally ended, the cleanup process had started.
Okay.
During routine sweep of an underground train tunnel, the cleanup crew made a grotesque...
So this was what that newspaper clipping was about.
...discovery. Found completely filling the tunnel was
the forbidden fleshlight.
...meaty wall, and in the center of the mass was an opening with several skulls surrounding it. Closer inspection of the blockage revealed that the mass was actually an extremely engorged meat snake. Its impeccable size had blocked off the entirety of the tunnel's path. There was many strange things with this creature. First was the coloration. A typical meat snake's color is bright reds and light browns. This particular meat snake was a very deep maroon. Another strange thing about it was its behavior. This creature barely moved. Meat snakes are normally sluggish and encumbersome, but the specimen discovered seemed to lack even basic motor functions.
Okay, well, it's just stuck
its
there.
Its behavior was that of a plant's.
Jar Jar Binks, not Jar Jar Binks. You know who I'm talking about.
Stationary, with only minor movements within. One would assume it was dead.
Drake snake, okay.
The reason the meat snake may act this way may be because it was completely lodged in place.
Jabba the Hutt, that's it.
And minimized movements to conserve energy.
Someone said Jamie Hutt. Okay.
But how would it have gotten this deep into the tunnel in the first place? And
it was being overfed by people and it got stuck there.
By the looks of weathering, it had been in there for quite some time. So how did it get so large? The answer was discovered by a different cleaning crew who found the other end of the tunnel. They followed it until it met with the other end of the meat snake. Alongside it was a huge pile of
Oh, a huge pile of what? It sounded like he was about to say something. Huge pile of cock. Okay, no, Ryan, it's not funny. Come on.
Alongside it was a huge pile of
Okay, I mean, it does sound like it, though.
This meat snake's skin...
Corpses, maybe that's what... Or, like, carcasses?
Also displayed great amounts of resilience. It took several days of cutting to even obtain a sample. Here, you can see the clear difference between this meat snake specimen versus a normal meat snake's membrane. Testing on the sample showed that it had great immunity to damage. It tolerated extreme freezing temperatures, extreme heat temperatures, and even high doses of radiation. It is a wonder how such durability can occur in an organic creature. Another strange phenomenon is the smell off the skin. Normally, it would have a sour smell of rotting flesh.
They all look like skulls. I mean, I know the meat snake takes multiple skulls, well, like, can change its skull, but that's multiple skulls right there.
The specimen displayed a rather pleasant smell, like that of cooking scrambled eggs.
Wow, really?
Meat snake was later
It smelled like scrambled eggs.
discovered to be missing by unknown survivors. How the meat snake grew in size was discovered to be
Oh, got another one there.
One of the critters built up the courage to meet the now awake stranger. They crawled to the prince's side and extended their hand in friendship. The prince reached back, and together they had formed the bond that will change their fate.
Interesting stuff. Okay. So this story's got something to... is that telling the story of this cruel stuff and how it came to be or something like that? Okay, moving on to the next video now. Oh, hang on. This one's 21 minutes long. My gosh. Okay, here we go. This is Mimic Defense Instructional Tape. Jesus. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, we get it.
As of the time of this video's release, we have been facing a concerning increase of missing persons and fatalities on a global scale.
Uh-oh.
The reason for this is because we are under attack.
Mm-hmm.
We have discovered that there has been a significant growth of mimic populations, which is threatening public safety. National leaders
Yeah, you can't shoot it or beat it with any weapons. So what are you meant to do? Flamethrowers.
have released this instructional recording to teach you on how to defend yourself. Here is what you need to know about the threat. Mimics are humanoid, intelligent predators that are highly adaptive and feed solely on human prey. Mimics gain information on people by watching their daily lives and pick to hunt people when they are most vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
The most common times a mimic will attack is when you are asleep, out walking alone, or in a cornered position.
Yeah.
Mimics are cautious and calculative creatures, taking precautions to ensure a successful hunt. They utilize various tactics to capture a person by surprise. One of the more well-known tactics is hiding itself inside of furniture, to blend into its environment. Common objects that mimics can hide inside are
Oh my god.
sofas, recliners, wardrobes, ottomans, and other places a mimic can comfortably wait.
What? How? You're not really hiding there though. Your hand's sticking out.
Mimics are able to contort their body in ways that allow them to fit inside smaller places. They also use it to expand their body, making themselves appear larger for intimidation.
That would intimidate me, I'm not gonna lie.
Another method mimics use to blend in is their ability to put on and wear clothing. Mimics put on layers of shirts, pants, and jackets to hide
It plays make-believe?
their bright red skin and blend into densely populated areas. In very rare cases, mimics can develop and grow to look very similar to human beings.
Yeah.
Pairing this with clothing.
Guys, before this video continues, can we hit 200 likes on this live stream? There's 210 people in here. Technically, there should be... You'll probably get up to 300 likes. But if you like the stream, guys, it lets me know that you guys actually enjoy this and you want to see more. And it helps boost, maybe, I think. Who knows? But yeah, please like the video, guys. Thank you for all your support. Let's carry on.
Clothing. It can be very hard to tell the difference between a mimic and a person right away. If you are unsure if a person is a mimic, look out for key features that may reveal their true form.
Just like normal English people. They're just normal men. Just innocent men.
Look for abnormal facial features, like large, bulbous eyes, flat.
Bulbous what? Say that again.
Look for abnormal facial features, like large, bulbous eyes.
Okay, I know it said eyes. Oh, I need to get my mind out of the gutter.
Flat noses, wide mouths in an
That's literally Voldemort.
uncanny smile, and clammy skin.
He just starts crying. Oh, I moisturize.
Also pay attention
being
to
mean.
other exposed body parts like hands. Mimic people will have long fingers with no fingernails.
Basically salad fingers in
If
person.
you are unable to see their face or hands, watch their walking pattern. Mimics' legs are long and hunched. Their walking will be unusual and irregular.
Mm-hmm.
Here is what you do if you are met with a mimic. If it stands before you, do not panic. Stand your ground and try to appear larger. Wave your hands and make plenty of noise.
Eat me!
Maintain
Eat
eye
me!
contact. A mimic will hesitate to attack a potential threat. If you are armed with a weapon, aim for the head or legs.
I thought you said it didn't work.
These are the best areas to hit to immobilize the threat.
Yeah, kneecap it. Curb stomp it.
Fight back and don't let it get a hold on you. If you find a mimic that hasn't discovered you yet, stay out of sight. Call the authorities and alert them of your location. Stay where you are to avoid startling the mimic. If the mimic gives chase, run. Try to get somewhere out of sight and hide. Do not leave the area. Officials will need to locate you to help. Stay low and stay quiet. With the information you have learned, use it well and stay safe.
I'd be screwed immediately. I'd forget all the advice. Yeah, I feel sorry for short people trying to make themselves look bigger. Then again, what is short, you know? This video contradicts what the previous one said to do. They've got an agenda. That's what it is. How tall am I? I'm just under 6 feet. Not 6 feet, I'm 5'11". And I'm proud of that. Evidence tape. Christopher and Janice case, 1983. Observe footage for confidential information. Completed. Discard and destroy all copies of this tape. Immediately. Sorry, that's not funny. Good lord. God's a moggin.
Got it. Let's see. Yep, it's working.
Hey, can we get a move on?
1 sec. Yeah. Okay. Hello.
I thought you only had 30 minutes of tape on that.
I know, but just gotta see how it works. Like,
Yeah, well,
I never got to use one of these. Too bad. You were the only person who could film with me, so you're gonna have to put up with it.
Fine.
Screw you. Screw you.
Screw you.
It's still way too dark.
I remember this video. I remember the mimic looked a little bit goofy.
1 sec. There we go. Hello.
Cold.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You got some light now. But look at that over there. You can't see anything unless I like point directly over there.
What are you even doing? Why are you filming this?
Like, nope, can't see nothing.
Are you sure we should be out this late?
Fine. I'll cook you stuff when we get home. Don't worry.
I'm hungry.
Too bad.
These are the YouTubers trying to prank mimics. Yeah, I did say earlier. Yeah, you're probably right. This is them trying to, or maybe what? Like they didn't go out of their way. They're not going out of their way to try and find a mimic right now, are they? I hope not. It's such a stupid thing to do. Why are we like this as humans? But then, I don't know, there's something kind of thrilling about potentially coming across. That's why I understand the urban adventurers, like going out and like exploring abandoned places, because it's the curiosity and like this potential thrill of something happening. But it's only until it's too late that.
Shit.
What happened?
Right, but it still turns off and on randomly for some reason. Like, it's the best thing I could get my hands on, though. Turning on and off, but it's the only thing that they would give me. It works, though. I just gotta watch.
This is gnarly.
It's not my
This is gnarly.
fault. This guy lives in a fucking...
See you later, Chelsea
dome.
Cho. Thanks for coming
We're
along.
almost there. We just gotta get through the woods. You see it, though? Hopefully I show up on camera, though. Hopefully there are lights out there. Like, people still live there, right? Can't be that bad.
Pretty dark for me.
People still live where?
But it was just one guy. I don't know why. Like, why would they get rid of everything?
It was just one guy. Well, so okay, one guy died, and I'm guessing they abandoned like a town or something. They're literally trying to find a mimic right now.
Dogs barking are never a good sign.
No.
Well, the sky looks nice. This thing can't capture it. Barely capture the ground in front of me.
Yeah, so what's the point? What's the point in this? I mean, it's good. I guess it's a bit of evidence.
So, what are we doing out here exactly?
Well, supposedly they found some guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like a grody scene. Like, it was disgusting. Like they had to get rid of the trailer he was in, and then
Oh, it's a trailer park.
like they didn't let anyone nearby, and it was like this big conspiracy. So I'm filming that. Hopefully I get a good mark for it. There we go, we're getting close.
So he wants to film the murder scene of a person who was killed by a mimic?
Oh, bush. Careful.
What? Are they walking through a field?
I know where we're going.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're on the road. We're right next to it.
Why didn't you just drive?
Like, it's literally up there.
I'm getting maybe they didn't have a car.
Come on. It's not too late yet.
Hungry.
Said that already.
Keep saying that. She might be a mimic herself, actually. I'm hungry. 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 I'm hungry.
Yeah? I'm still hungry.
Soon, okay? We're almost there. It'll be like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? We're on the road. We're almost there. We just got past the tree line and make the way to the trailer park.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can go home.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
I don't want to be out here either. It's a weird place. See, we're right here. You go ahead. You can't see a thing.
Where am I even going?
Just up here. There should be a path. Right there. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Why are they doing this?
See, I found the path. We're all good.
Why would you bring your girlfriend / wife out on this horrible, like, they know the danger of mimics, right? First date ideas. hitting someone up on Tinder and being like, do you want to go search for a mimic together? Hey, wouldn't it be really romantic if we kissed in front of the mimic? If we kissed in front of the harvester? Picnic by the meat bulb. Let's get a picture by the meat bulb. Snap a photo. The last thing you see are tendrils rising up. How long have these guys been walking for?
This way. I think this way. Yo, look at this. I didn't see this on my way over here last time.
So he's been here before. I'm guessing he just didn't... Oh, here we go.
It's cool. Like, we could get a shot of this in, like, atmosphere, you know?
It just looks like tetanus to me.
So, oh, okay, I remember. He's doing a history project kind of thing, or he's doing a project on whatever happened here. I mean, they did say that at the start, but it's coming back to me now.
One second,
College assignment.
Lighting on that. There we go. Yeah.
A college assignment
cool.
on this. Doesn't it look like the freaking Resident Evil 7, like the outside of that house?
Hey, look, there's like old stuff here as well. Anyways.
Come va? What does that mean? Does that mean how are you? Hello, Lisa. Risking your life for a college. Yeah. And what's horrible about college as well is that it really depends on the professor that's rating your like essays and stuff, your papers. Because if they don't agree with your views on something, if they're very democratic, which most universities and colleges are, they're very like left leaning. And if you like submit a right kind of leaning thing, or maybe your own opinion, and they don't agree with it, they can just like mark you down because they don't agree with it. And so a lot of people have to kind of play into that when they go to college, which is absolutely crazy. Imagine what you could do with a Slender Man analog horror. Yeah, that would be interesting. But technically that's already a found footage, isn't it? The Slender Man stuff.
We're on the flat part now. Yeah, we're close. Trailer should be right up ahead.
You have an Italian fan. I love the Italians. I love the food. Very good-looking people as well. God favored the Italians when making
humans. This is where everyone was. There's no one here now, though. Not a single building in sight. Except, like, way over there. But there's no one here. It's the strangest thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the spot. Right here. Yeah. This thing. Okay. So you take the camera and the light.
Okay, and she films. Why couldn't he just take a tripod with him? Why does he have to risk his girlfriend/wife's life?
Point at me, but don't point at my eyes, please. Make sure. How do I look? Like a barf bag.
Wow, that's nice. Oh, they're siblings. Okay. Killer. Who cares? No, I'm joking. Obviously.
All right, give me a second. Okay. In the year 1980, a teenage boy was coming home from his trailer one late night. Although, when he arrived at home, he found a grisly scene. Detail Barar, his father that he came home to, was found dead.
Okay.
The grisly scene lied before him. Police were called. They came to him.
Mimics aren't public knowledge at the time of this. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Strange thing though, they immediately closed off everything. No one was allowed near, but only a few witnesses saw what truly happened there. For some reason, the police were acting very weird and trying to keep everyone away and telling little information. And when the information was released to the public, they say it was a suicide. Although, the trailer and most people living nearby moved away pretty much immediately. Police say it was a suicide, but the witnesses that did catch an eye of what happened say the scene was much too grisly to be that.
Yeah.
But police haven't come out about anything yet. So that's why I'm here to answer what truly happened. And that's it for now.
You said grizzly way too much.
What?
You said grizzly way too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Okay, should I retry?
Sure.
Okay.
Pause.
The grizzly scene was grisly, surrounded by grizzly bears.
Alright, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, why is it rolling? Did you catch that?
Oh.
30 minutes to film and yet you screwed.
That's
I
yeah.
needed someone to film. Alright. No hard feelings, okay?
Okay.
It's pretty scary out here. I know. I understand. Yeah, because like back there was the perfect time for a serial killer to just jump out and
Why not just come here in the daytime?
grab us.
I mean, I know it's probably not the same, but it's a lot safer, right?
Cut it out. It's scary enough as is. Chris? 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 Where are you? Chris! Come on! This isn't funny!
It's not funny, Chris.
Chris! I just want to go home, come on! Fine, I guess I'm going home without you. I'm cold, tired, and hungry. If you want to stay out here and play games, you can.
Okay. Well. Hey, get out there, man. She's still rolling with the video as well. Wow, she's just straight up just leaving him. That's crazy. Oh, I'm not full screen. My bad. Didn't even notice. I guess like this was back in what, the 80s maybe? When was this? This was based before probably mobile phones were properly a thing, and there probably isn't any signal out here. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to really do much.
Chris? What are you doing? Chris, this isn't funny.
Yeah, that it looks the thing is, right, I really appreciate practical effects, like I really do, but the way they built this thing up to be like fucking really scary and like really, and then it comes out and it looks like it's got googly eyes and it looks a bit goofy. That's the only thing. Like, I mean, I know it's hard to like, you're an indie filmmaker, you're not gonna make like a fucking Jim Henson Creature Workshop level animatronic or whatever. But maybe, you know, you're better off 3D rendering something and then just popping it in the background or something like that. Because, yeah, it did look a little bit silly. But I'm hoping that in season 2, like, the production's, like, really up. Like, I really appreciate the effort either way. But still, I gotta be honest with, like, the immersion just get completely pulled out of it. Look at it.
What are you doing? Because this isn't funny.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So I don't want to be too critical because I couldn't do something like this myself at all. Yeah, it is impressive to do this with practical effects for sure. And I do appreciate the practical effects. Where's she running away from? Just a goober. Imagine she ran into a harvester. Oh my god. So it followed her all the way home, or is she in like a different building right now? Right. So someone's watching these tapes back as well. Was there like a little thing there? Hang on. Oh, there was. Okay. There's no way I'm reading that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not reading that. There we go. Okay. That was the second longest video there, guys. Let's move on to Vita Carnis Species Anomaly Report. I'd say overall, yeah, I do love the found footage. I do love all that stuff. Whatever was used in the first found footage, I don't know if that was practical effects in the first like wardrobe bit where the thing lunges. That looked really good. So I don't know if that was like rendered or if that was a practical effect, but I think definitely more of that thing because that was freaky for sure. Anyway, let's move on to this species anomaly report. Nearly there, guys. Nearly done. The wardrobe's too much better because we saw less of the beast. True, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes less is more. Carnis species log 014. Abnormality documentation. Harvester. Oh, this is the screaming one, right? Loud noises in this one, guys. Notable population density shift discovered between the dates of 1989 and 1989. Okay, so what's that? August and October. Maps display the charted populations of harvesters' location on a monthly basis. Okay, August 1st. This is a map of Canada, right? Oh my god, I don't like those faces. It reminds me of that game called The House, that Flash game that me and Ryan played years ago. So that's the tendrils moving in, I think. It gets loud, I think, guys, so be ready. Okay, so that's initially the tendrils injecting this neurotoxin into the body, which leaves it paralyzed. Technically, they shouldn't even be able to scream if they're paralyzed, because the vocal muscles will be completely like paralyzed as well, right? So you wouldn't be able to make a sound unless you can. Okay, and that's it. Just cuts him open. So now it injected it with something that basically cannot clot up the blood. So if you get gashed or cut, you're gonna just bleed out. So are all those harvesters? They can't all be harvesters. That's okay, so that's the map upside down. Okay, so they're both dead. Is that Adam Driver in the top left? Okay, there's more there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to read that. Yeah, look, I can't read that. That was probably the most insane video of Vita Carnis to date. Pretty freaking like, yeah, pretty bad, pretty ruthless. But it shows the reality of what these things do, which is haunting for sure. Okay, here we go then. This one's called Flavor Enhancer Commercial. So this is the one where it's got that weird, where we saw that freaking, what's it being prepared. They put this flavoring on it. And this flavoring, I'm guessing, I can't really remember that well, but it's got some addictive properties in it that's probably not good for humans.
Flavor. The most crucial component.
Flavor.
To enjoying a good meal. The way food tastes is what makes eating so pleasurable. But what if you could savor every little detail you could possibly want? That is why we, at Nutrier Co. have made it so that you may enjoy every
1990.
single bite you take. With our product, the Flavor Enhancer, you can extract every last morsel of taste from your plate. With
Who is in charge of these, like, just doing these little demonstration videos? Who puts on seasoning like that? Like, just tapping it. That's gonna, like, you're gonna tap out a whole bunch on one spot. And just shake it gently over the surface area, not like tap it. Like,
overwhelming
whatever.
demand for this essential product, even since our start earlier this year, we have delivered what you wanted. Now introducing the Flavor Enhancer Deluxe.
Deluxe?
Now packaged in a larger size and modified recipe, there is now even more savory goodness to go around. Since our debut in mid-1990, the Flavor Enhancer has shown to be a major hit, with our product flying off the shelves. The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe will allow us to satisfy your growing, tasting needs. Now allowing you to add even more enhancer to your dinner, making your food even better to enjoy.
How do they make this look disgusting?
The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, available on
Apply enhancer below 60 degrees Celsius for optimal flavor.
shelves now.
Is that because it's like it has some kind of organism inside of it that lives? But then again, even if you digest it, your stomach acid would melt that, would it not?
Nutrier Co. Experience true
I guess it goes into your blood. I don't know.
savor.
These larger serving sizes make dining even more pleasant, now allowing more generous amounts of enhancer
What are you cooking? Like, this looks depressing, man.
at a time. Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, now available in stores near you. Nutrier Co. Experience true savor.
Don't tell me that that's like what's inside that is what's inside the spores of the host. And if you have it, you all... What the fuck? No, that can't be right.
Make your taste buds pop with the new deluxe size. Make tasting even more awesome.
Spoil your kids with this essential part of every meal. Nutrier savor.
Right.
Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Required for all meals, no matter how small it seems, just a little more.
Looks like curry powder.
It is crucial to everyday eating.
You need the flavor enhancer to enjoy eating. You need the flavor enhancer.
Consume.
You need it.
You must need it.
You must.
Consume.
You must.
Consume. Consume.
I'm sold, guys. I don't know about you, but I want some. I think I'm gonna go get myself some.
The prince gathered what he could. What did I say? And then set sail onward. Once the prince returns home, they will come back to the island and return to the critters.
Okay, so he's fully healed and he's heading on home. Looks like turmeric. Yeah, that's true, actually. More to come. More to come. Well, there we go. There's something dodgy going on with that flavoring. It would be interesting if it was. I don't know if if it is confirmed here, but if it contains the spores that the host emits, that makes the people walk out to the host and expose their organs like a tier 3 simp on OnlyFans. I don't know. Does OnlyFans have a tier system? I don't know how it works. I'm thinking about Twitch right now. But that would be interesting if it was that. I mean, it would be terrifying for sure. Oh, here we go. New Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, newly rebranded product from Nutria Co. is an instant hit with record sales. Confidential info. Files confiscated or not released to the public. Those ants. Nutria Co. is facing charges after numerous reports of sickness after consumption of their product, the flavor enhancer. Only statements made from the company so far are dismissing any issues and that their product is safe to consume. Experience true savor. Flavors. They've all got like a triangle. It looks like the monolith. But the monolith's an upside down triangle. Wait. So they did the experiment on ants. Is that what this is saying? And then the ants grew like roots? Like they grew the what's it called? The crawl? Why would they do this though? Carcass conflicts with, okay, the private organization of Containment and Research Consult Association Society, Carcass, has been experiencing backlash from government agencies about cooperation in violation of newly introduced policies of blank. New log. No, ants are a metaphor. Ants and cordyceps. Oh, the zombie bug. Message to Carcass. Okay. What just happened? I can hear Gizmo. Give me a sec, guys. Gizmo in. Come on in, bud. Oh boy. Yeah, mine. Say hello to the stream, little good of mine. Go on then. Yeah, you eepy little boy of mine. Feeling eep of mine. Yeah, look at that boy. Look at you go. Look at him go, guys. Look at him go. Ush, ush, ush. Go on, buddy. I just saw the replay of that. That's stupid. All right. So, something is wrong with the flavor enhancer. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And now we're moving on to Vita Carnis message. Is this another unlisted video? No. Okay, here we go. Let me just go live.
In the distant horizon, the group of monoliths stand vacant. Although closed off to outsiders, their stance can be observed well outside the perimeter. It is known to have hundreds of thousands of fibers that weave themselves deep underground, all connected in a grand mycelial network.
Okay.
You might be confused as to why you received this package.
What is freaking Black Ops 1?
Mason, the numbers. What do they mean, Mason?
This was left to you because we share a common goal. I'm aware that you study the Carnis and research their properties. I'm also aware that you have received backlash for doing so. Something isn't as it seems, and you know this too.
Yeah.
Unexplained phenomena, countless casualties, missing persons, fatalities, and yet no proper action.
Yes.
Silence about these affairs. People are afraid and confused. Why is nothing being done? Because they don't want us to know. We've been kept in the dark while those above us slither amidst the blind. They have slowly been numbing our minds to their schemes. But they've made one crucial error. Trails, crimes, traces of information. I've collected these pieces and found.
He's rubbing himself against the mic. Gizzy, are you going to stop it now, are you? Once I got you in full screen mode. Eh? Okay, he's not stopping. Apologies, guys. The stream's being held up by this ignorant fool. And yeah, you're ignorant. You... Now he's making mushrooms on me. Mushrooms? He's making biscuits. Making mushrooms. That's... Okay, Giz. Alright. There you go. There you go. Sit down.
This is why I've left this message to you. The documents included with the statement is all the information that I have gathered. Every continuity, every cover-up, every clue that I could find. They all lead here. Something has been...
They're moving to the island.
...on these few years. Something big. Something they don't want us to know about. Here's where you come in. I don't have the power to change things, but you do.
How? Who is this?
Inside the documents are plans. Plans for a meeting, one of great importance. You have the resources. With this information I've provided to you, I hope you can put a stop to all the scandals. I just hope it isn't too late.
Okay, so who is he sending this to? And I'm guessing whoever this is, whoever the guy on the phone is, or whatever the message is the person that was writing down notes and like the person who's ejecting tapes at the end of stuff and then was sending to this guy.
The monoliths are truly an astonishing sight to behold.
Okay. There's something else there. Hang on. No, okay. It was like a ripped paper. More to come. Ooh, lovely jubbly Gizzy. We got more to come, get mine. Okay, so if I remember, this was the last video that I watched. Yeah, this is the season finale, I guess, of Vita Carnis, season 1. So let's watch this and we'll watch the teaser trailer and then we'll all be set for the 24th, guys. Still a little bit confused as to what's going on, but we'll understand a little bit better now. We've been... I forgot what the word is. I'm drawing a blank. We've been refreshed. Yeah.
Mission brief. Three ground teams are tasked with infiltrating a previously abandoned mall titled Facility 0, which is located in the restricted zone based on our info. The mission will take place in 3 stages: infiltration, encirclement, and ambush.
So all of these are harvesters. Just drop a napalm strike at that point.
Primary objective is to capture the facility and seize the items of interest for extraction. Numerous armed guards are located within the facility. Avoid detection and keep up your guard.
Several spheres composed of an unidentified material have been located in various locations on multiple continents. Each found thus far have been located via strange signatures being emitted by the orbs being caught on various devices. As of the time this document is written, 4 singularities have been acquired. 3 more signatures have been located and are currently being investigated. Descriptions referred to on document 001. Instructions are currently as follows. Remain on standby until all singularities have been obtained. Once all entities have been apprehended and contained at Facility 0, begin Stage 2 of the program. Refer to document 009. Whatever the hell that... New trier for base... okay, hang on. What? Are they using it to control? Are they using this to control people? What? No. The government wouldn't do that, would they? You're bloody joking me. Oh, that's really ruined my day, that has.
Alpha team, in position.
Jeez, that sounds like a Call of Duty operator.
Beta team, in position.
Alpha team. Ryan team. Sorry, I'm just getting on the radio. Sorry, guys. It's my first day. I'm just really excited to be here with you guys.
Shut up.
Gamma team, in position.
Gamma team. I'm Sigma team.
Copy. Beginning phase 1.
Eyes on the point. Clearing pathway now.
Clearing pathway now. Slag. Okay, that's it. So what, these things like get killed with a gunshot?
We're cleared.
So why did the mimics not get killed?
Give us the green light.
Unless that's like a...
Copy. Green light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
Okay. But surely there's loads of tendrils underneath the... whatever. Let's get on a hoverboard.
Alpha team, copy. Beginning advance.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
All right, we're heading out. Move, move, move!
Alright, keep your bloody voice down, mate. There's loads of bulbs around here and I'm shitting my pants. If it bleeds, it can die. So why are the tendrils here not? Because I thought they like stretch out to 120 meters. Or was that the one they just killed? Either way, like, the other ones surrounding these guys would surely... whatever.
Lights off.
Did you check the community tab? These harvesters have internal organs.
Come on, move.
Oh, do they really? I like the soundtrack, the slow build-up. It's really good. You're the mine. Come on, man. Do a dance.
Keep your distance. Single file.
He farted. Dirty bastard. I love this soundtrack. It's so simple but effective.
Halt! In position, awaiting green light.
So is this like some kind of secret government? Hello, Seth. shopping center. Okay, so this probably used to be like a small town, right?
Turning blind. Lights green.
Copy. Green light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
Oh, so they've turned the cameras off. Is there even like a branch? There is obviously a branch of people involved here because there were guards that were just taken out then.
We are experiencing mechanical interference. Should we resume?
That must be the singularity.
Copy. Phase 3 is still a go. Preparing for breach.
Breach in 3, 2, 1. Breach.
I'll just stay back here, guys. I'll just stay here. I'll keep the door guarded. Was that a thing there? What was that? That's another thing. That's another... Oh my god. Do we... Hang on. Just do this quick. Sec. This video isn't available anymore. Damn it! Did all that for that. That's where editing comes in, guys.
Get down! Get down! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Get down! Get down! Put down your weapon! Get down! Put down your weapon! Put your hands up!
So these are all the singularities in one place.
Get down! I said get down!
Is it a cult that's doing this? Okay. So what the hell just happened? I mean, it's still really good. It's still one of my favorite analog horrors. Just from the world building alone, it's super good. Luke the Duke of Voices. The Sleepy VA. Can't end it like that. Well, that's how they ended it. We go, guys. We're getting the recognition we deserved 2 years ago. Fuck yeah! No, I appreciate it. That was cool. That was nice. More to come. Here we go. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting where it goes. It's built up a nice little world here. And obviously there's like it can't just be a cult though, guys, because they had like access to like God knows what. So you tell, unless it was like a cult of scientists or whatever, or maybe this like cruel somehow infested the minds of the greatest scientists or whatever and got them all there. I still don't know what the singularity is or what its purpose is, but we know that the offlings, or whatever you call them, of the cruel, like radio waves and like TV waves and satellite dishes and all that stuff. And maybe that's because it's from the singularity pulses like an electromagnetic kind of thing, right? And maybe it kind of has a similar thing, and that's why cruel and all these things are attracted to those kinds of waves, maybe, potentially. It's a cult formed by the government. Was it freaking MK Ultra? Gizzy, what are you doing? Do it again. Okay. Let's watch the season 2 teaser, which was dropped. When was it? When was this dropped? Hang on. 9 months ago. Fucking hell. Okay. I don't think I've seen this, but let's have a look. Swear that bed was to the right of me. Yeah, I think this is mirrored. Come again? I beg your pardon. What was that? Is that a freaking, what's it called? A trimming? Okay, these beasts are growing. See, that's fucking terrifying. So this is going through all of the, like, the creatures. There's the harvester. That's the host. This is obviously the monolith. And then the singularity. Oh, okay. They didn't show the season 2 coming soon, kinda. Well, I guess he's kind of honest about that. I'm looking forward to this. It looks like they've really like gone out their way to make it even better. Oh, it's Carcass. Mission summary. Success. So is Carcass the one, the little SEAL team or whatever that went into the facility, or is Carcass the cult? Right, wow, I gotta say, there we go, look, here's my reaction to that, guys, ready? Hello there, internet dwellers, welcome back to another video. Yeah. Today, we are reacting to a new Vita... Yeah, why, there's a hair there, what are you doing, bud? Carnis video. It's been a while since we reacted to the last one. Yeah, Nutria for basic briefing. And let's see what Singularity. No, I thought it was the Singularity, I'm fucking stupid. Jeez. It's got the Singularity, yeah. Oh, look at that thing. I can't see it, mate. What are you talking about? What was that noise? If you have is it megalophobia, the fear of large objects, you're pretty screwed right now. Hell yeah, you are.
In position, awaiting green light.
So who's in this facility? I don't know, mate. Who's in there? Anyway, that is basically it. Hang on, let's go to the community tab, like you said. Give me a sec. Okay, so it kind of gives a little bit of... Season 2, Episode 1, August 24th, 6 p.m. EST. So that's probably going to be the 25th for me. But hey, I think, yeah, the 25th, potentially. When's that? August 24th. What is that? That's Saturday. It's 2 days from now, Ryan. The hell? Why can you just figure that out? Yeah, well, I'll probably have that video up on the Sunday, though. Okay, let's have a look. What is this? I love this guy's artwork. Should follow him on Instagram as well, by the way, guys. Darian Quilloy. Or Darian. So this is a mimic. 5. It's a meatworm. I mean a meat snake. Look at the little bastard mine. Yeah. Little trimming. Mainly fat tissue. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Just a rotundous little boy. Okay, so this is the cruel. There we go. Interesting. I love these sketches, man. They're so fucking cool. That's how you use your art for something amazing right there, guys. How you use it to further yourself. Really, really good. There we go, guys. That was season 1 of Vita Carnis. One of my favorite analog horrors, for sure. I do like it. I remember it brought me back all the feelings that I remember feeling when I first watched it. And I look forward to seeing where season 2 goes. So, guys, be sure to go and check out Darian Quilloy. The link should be down below. I don't know if the link's working anymore, but when I first started up this live stream, it wasn't linking properly for some reason. But go check them out. Go like the videos for yourself, all that good stuff. And with that, guys, we're going to end this stream here. Thank you for the support today. It's been amazing. You guys are phenomenal. I'll always be grateful for you guys. And consider joining as a member, because I am, as I said at the start of the stream, doing like a little personal vlog on my thoughts and just... trying to kind of create a community where we all like grow together and just positive stuff. And I'm just trying to get my thoughts across. And I think, like, I was thinking to myself, how can I do more stuff for my members who pay for my content? What can I do for them? And I think that's the most personal thing I could probably do. So go check it out. If you're not already a member, consider joining. It's $4.99. I think, still, hopefully, unless they've done a Twitch and ups the prices. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video or stream. Take care, everybody.